Okay, sounds. Uh, the first option is, by the way, if there's any questions, if you can please just let me know because I would not be able to see the messages, the chat. But the first option is Abram Friedman Occupational Center. This one is an occupational center, is really close by, is actually close to LA Trade Tech. I don't know if you can see the page right here, but if you ever have a chance, if you have a phone or you want to write it down, this is a website. It's actually pretty simple. It's abramfreemanoc.org. And what it does is they offer really good programs. If you don't like school much, if you don't, even community colleges, sometimes you go and you have to take basic classes like English, math, science, but you're not the person that likes that, and you just want to get a short career, maybe this is a good program for you. It's still part of LAUSD. It's for adults, for people that graduate. They offer basics. For example, if you don't finish high school and you want to get your high school diploma here, they also give you that. You can also get it here. But the main thing they're known for is the programs. So when you go to the website, this is what you will see. And I'm not going to go in detail on all, but I'm just going to show you the most important part, which is the programs. You click here and you see about 8 or 9 options. You pick one of them, let's say information technology. And when you click one of them, you can actually see the classes, the careers, the short careers that you can get. For example, computer repair. And then it shows you the classes that they offer. For example, this class is 180 hours. If you want to be a computer repair or a certification on computers, these are the classes that you need to take. And up to here, that's it, 3 classes. Once you finish that, you get a degree, and you can actually, they also help you find a job. Networking, another, tells you the classes that you need and the times. Okay, this is for computers. This one's some of the most popular ones. Let me show you some of the other ones, like auto mechanic, auto body repair. You take these classes, and after that, you get a certification. If you want an auto technician, again, they offer that. Smoke check and emissions, and they have many different careers. I think it's like close to 24, 25. The most popular ones, like usually is like electrician, construction, auto mechanics, building, construction, electrician. This is one of the most popular ones. That's what most people get. It's not easy, and it's 120 hours, one class. It tells you the schedule. It is a lot of hours so once you go in there, you almost like practically full time. That's the top part. But the good news is once you finish, you can finish it like in a year, maybe a year and a half. It depends on you how fast you take it. And it tells you that the schedule, the hours, and the classes that you need. How much do that cost? This year is free. They're offering it free this year. In the future, it will not be free. However, you can talk to them. They have a lot of scholarships, but you can also, if worst case scenario, if you had to pay for it, it's not too expensive. It's about $200 per class or something like that. And it sounds like a lot, but in reality, you're only taking like 3 or 4 classes, depends on the career. So 3 classes, you're done. So it's not too expensive, like less than $1,000 or around $1,000, and you should be able to finish a short career. Not only that, but they also help you and support you to get a job. This is a video. It's like 2-minute video. I think some of you already saw it earlier, but if you haven't seen it, let me share the audio. And it's pretty much a promotional video for this school. So I'm going to play it, and please let me know.
In the heart of downtown LA, Abram Friedman Occupational Center is where
you and see it. Yeah. Hello? Okay.
You take charge of your future. With over 24 career tech programs, you have many paths to choose from.
Hi, my name is Jessie, and I'm studying cosmetology, and I'm almost done, so I'll have my license in around 3 months. I have 2 job offers, one at Disneyland to do hair for the princesses, and another one for hair extensions.
Hi, my name is Omar. I'm in class taking auto body shop. I have my own business. I'm trying to develop my skills. This is a great program.
Hi, my name is Jose. I'm in the HVAC class. Knowledgeable instructor, state-of-the-art equipment, and we'll find a job as soon as we're done with this class.
Hi, I'm Eric Jimenez. I'm going to AFOC. I'm studying to get certified as an auto technician. My plans are to get certified and get a job at a dealership or maybe start my own business.
You can also learn English or get your high school diploma or equivalency.
Hi, I'm Reyes. I'm studying ESL. When I finish my ESL, I'm going to apply for a better job.
Low in cost, high in quality. Counselors are standing by to help you create your pathway to success.
Hi, I'm Savannah Johnson. I'm 17 years old. I graduated from AFOC and earned my high school diploma. I've also obtained my CNA from Maxine Waters. Being homeless definitely was a challenge, but it wasn't impossible with the help of the great programs through LAUSD. LAUSD taught me that there are second chances, and the programs that they provide really help.
For more information, go to abramfriedmanoc.org or call 213-765-24.
Again, this is the phone number and the website address. Feel free to take a picture of it or just write it down. You can always, in your own time, check it out, but it's really easy to access. Let me give you another example. Let's say, for example, that you want to study cosmetology, or you want to be a barbershop. So you go to the website. This is the website that you will see. And now you go to programs. It gives you different sections to it. For cosmetology, will be in personal aesthetics. You click here. And in this group, you see different careers on that area. Barbering is one, but that's not the one we're looking for. Cosmetology, here it is. So it tells you how many hours the class will be. It tells you the schedule. It tells you a little description of the class. And this is just one class that you need for this particular short career. The second class is cosmetology 1. The third class, cosmetology, it has a particular number. The fourth class, fifth class, sixth class. So 6 classes to finish cosmetology. It sounds like a lot, but it's not that much, especially because since you're doing full-time, you can take several classes. And I'm not entirely sure how much time it normally takes, but it's usually about 1.5 years. So again, it's a short career. And you finish and you are ready to start working as cosmetology. And that's how you look for the careers here. How do you enroll? The best part, the easiest way is just contact them or just call them. This is the phone number that you can contact them. Before I move to another section, another particular option, do you guys have a question about this? Anybody? Any questions on Friedman Occupational Center? Okay. So let me go to the, I see, okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Haley, a student does have a question.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem.
She might be typing it out.
Oh, okay, sounds good. But again, the advantage of that is, again, it's super cheap. It's still part of LAUSD, of course, after you graduate. But I mean, don't want to encourage people to not graduate high school, but even if you don't graduate high school, you can still apply and you can still go there. It's much easier when you graduate high school, but it's not a requirement to actually enter the program. And how about age? That's one of the classic questions people ask, like how old you have to be. And there's no age limit. You're an adult, you qualify. And you can be 40 and maybe didn't even learn English. Maybe you're like my mom. At that point, you can go and learn English. Maybe you are like, I don't know, like a cousin I have that don't have a career. Maybe you can go back there and get a short career. So it's open for many different things. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that's geared around like art, graphic design, or anything like that?
Let me see. Honestly, I don't know on top of my head, but let me see. Technology, industrial program. This is a, oh, let me share. A second. Okay. This is the programs. This is where we are right now. Friedman Occupational Center. Full. I don't see anything of art, not in this program. Unfortunately, they don't have anything like that. So no, they don't. Not in this school. Not in these occupational centers. Sorry about that.
Do you know if LA was it LATTC does at all?
The closest thing I know about art is cosmetology. I mean, like they in LA. This is the thing. LA Trade Tech, they do have something for art, but it's not a short career. The only thing they have is that they have an art class and classes, but it's more like the function is to transfer to university to continue and getting something like that. Like
Okay.
but
The
as far as
LATTC
getting like a short career and like graduating with something related to art, that I know of, no. Unless you're thinking of a particular, I mean, can you think of a particular profession that you can do with art? And maybe I can look into it.
there might be something to where you can integrate art into the career.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have to look more into that. But I know like LATTC is something where you can get like very low cost of tuition, if not free, right? With the LA Promise.
Actually, it's free. It's free and it's free for 2 years. So any community college that you got that has that name LA, so LA Trade Tech, LACC, ELAC, etc., they're all free for 2 years. So all you need to do is apply and make sure you have financial aid. You haven't done financial aid, it's okay. You can still, there's ways to apply to it, but make sure you apply and you all should qualify for the LE promise. The LE promise. So it's 2 years free. Now the difference from Freeman to community colleges is the following. Community colleges, you can think like also similar careers. You can also become like auto mechanics. You can also become an electrician. But those you can also take like classes like, for example, electives. Like you want to join a particular club or you want to join like a particular class. Like for example, you like art, but for fun, you can take the art class on the side. So some people are taking classes, but they don't know what to do. You can also take basic English, basic math. Occupational centers are not like that. Occupational centers are very business oriented, very like, we're going to work, and their goal is to get you out of there as soon as possible. And I mean in a good way. They don't want to waste your time. They really don't want to like it's not about the experience to be there. It's more about like, this is something you need to do to get you making money as soon as possible. And this is just something you need to do. That's it. So it's a little different. Community college, you can enjoy a little more. Like, for example, when I was in community college, I took wrestling, and I'm horrible at it. I never took wrestling before. I just did it for fun, and I didn't know anything about it. And it was a fine class. It was a class. It was not even the team or the wrestling team. So you can do stuff like that. You like basketball and you're not very good at it, you can take a class or something like that. Different community colleges offer it. But that's more for fun. Community occupational centers they really don't have many of that stuff.
We also had another question about the barber license.
Yes. What is that question?
How, like, can you get a barber license?
Oh, definitely. Let me show you now. Again, this is the page, their website. You go here, programs. It's a little tricky because sometimes people look at programs and you don't look like the career you want. You think they don't have it, but this is like groups, like sections. And barbering will be in personal aesthetics. So my advice, just go and take a look at it and play with it, and just when you have a chance. But this one, barbering, will be in personal aesthetics, and that will be actually right here, the first one. So this is the program they have. How many classes you need to? This is class 120-hour class. this is the schedules of the classes. They offer Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2:45 p.m. They offer 3 different possible classes. So it doesn't mean you need to take all these 3. It means you can take one of them to satisfy this particular class, which is the name of the class is Barbering 1784551, just the code name. This is the price. It shows you the price, $390. It's a little expensive, but don't forget this year is free. So whatever classes you take this year is free. Do they accept any kind of financial aid? They do. It's not FAFSA, the one you apply for them, but they do have some financial aid. Most of you will qualify unless you or your family make a lot of money. But if you don't make a lot of money, your family don't make a lot of money, most likely you qualify for, not for a loan, but like for a scholarship, like they actually pay for it. There's one class, the second class is 420 hours, it's about the same price. You need a third class, 4 class, 5 classes, 5 classes, that's it. Once you finish the 5 classes, the next one is cosmetology. It doesn't apply. 5 classes, you become a barber, you have a license, and you can start working. And of course, they help you find a job. They have programs that actually help you try to connect. At the end of the day, it comes down to you. And if you hustle a little harder than other students, you most likely will find a job faster. But they help you. And so their whole job is to help get you out of there as soon as possible. Help you get you the skills to start making money as soon as possible. So this is the school, Freeman Occupational Center. Again, it's still part of LAUSD. That's why sometimes you see the LAUSD sign around, but it's for adults. And this is information. If you want to take a picture, this is a good image because it has the address, it has a phone number, it has their website, the email where you can actually email them, and it give you an idea like about certain things, like for example the name of the school and the services that they offer. Any questions at this point? Okay, I have another one to present. Feel free to ask questions later on about, maybe we can come back to this, but right now the next thing I want to show you is, oh sorry, wrong page. By any chance, Mr. Clemens, do you know how to put it? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I found it. Thank you. Sorry. The second one, okay, is this one. It's called Job Corps. I don't know you hear about Job Corps. What is it? Job Corps is practically a program. I think I have a better thing that I can show you. Just has so many things. Okay, here is. It's a pamphlet that they give. And now we'll go over the website too. But I want to start here. This is they practically, what they offer is very similar to occupational centers like Freeman. It's also similar to Elite Trade Tech in the aspects that and some community college that they offer like careers, like short careers. It's not necessarily better, but it has better programs for some people. It depends your situation. For example, if you just want to get a short career, but you're fine where you live, you're comfortable living with your parents or wherever you live right now, and you're not, you don't necessarily need to move right now, right? Then Freeman Occupational Center or community college will be better for you. However, if you Joshua, I'm so sorry. It's just there's a class going on here.
You're all good. Don't even.
Okay. So if you have better options, then that's great. But if you're like in a tough situation, maybe you're a foster student, maybe you just want to get out of the house for whatever reason, the Job Corps is a really, really good option. You can live there. provide you food. If you qualify for financial aid, pretty much everything is paid. It's like going to university. The only difference is like it's for students that don't really like school. And I personally like to read, but I know some students, they hate school, period. And this is the truth. So at that point, Job Corps, again, they just focus on getting you the skills you need to get a short career and get you to start working and start making money. Where is located? They have two here, close. There's one in LA and one in Long Beach. They're both, well, the Long Beach, the one in Long Beach is more beautiful, it's a little bigger, but the one in LA is closer, and they also have a lot of programs. So for example, you look here in the website, this is the LA, and it tells you some of the careers they have, some of the certified nurse assistant, clinical medical assistant, licensed practical vocational nurse. They're different ones. They're very similar to Friedman Occupational Center. I think they may offer a little less, but they have like little different. Like for example, they offer nursing. So you're into nursing, they have a good program. To enroll, I don't know, you can see the button right here, the red button, but it says apply now. You just click in there and you can enroll. You can start talking to somebody there. You do live there if you want to. Now, if you want to enroll there, but you just want to go back home, that's fine too. They you talk to them, they even provide transportation if necessary, and they provide food if you live there, food and shelter. And it's not like super expensive. Like when you finish, most of the time, financial aid covers everything, so you do not have to pay it back. It's not a loan. It's not like some of the teachers that they ended up with $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 debt, student loans. It's not going to be like that, not for this. And it's short. Usually in 2 years, you're done or less. Let me show you a picture. This is the one in LA. And this is an actual picture of the place where this is the break room. So they have pool tables, they have like couches where you can just, relax, chill, talk to friends, socialize. This is the main office entrance. I think, oh no, I'm sorry, the cafeteria. So you can see the cafeteria. Also where you eat. They have gyms. They have a laundry room, like you go and that it's like a community. It is a community. And you live with other students. This is like a picture of the room. I don't know, you can see it from there. And it's really, really close. It's in downtown. So for information, contact for information about them. This is the phone number, Job Corps. And feel free to take a picture of the phone number. Also, I have this thing. Sorry, it's just the pamphlet. Well, sorry, I couldn't find that thing, but it's as simple as this. You go to the internet, to Google, you put a Job Corps, LA, and that's it. It tells you the information. It tells you where it's located, and this is the actual address right here. It's in Hill Street in Los Angeles, and it tells you more information about it. It tells you the hours. It tells you what time it's open. So far, any questions about Job Corps before I move to the next option? Okay. So in that case, I'm going to move to the next option. Before I move up for Job Corps, the person that presented, we have a couple presentations early on in the semester. Some of you actually joined, but I know like sometimes hard, especially you have so many classes. But he was explaining, the person from Job Corps, that they even give you a bonus money. It's very little. It's $25 every 2 months, every 2 weeks. So it's not much, but the fact that they actually give you a little money, it's nice. Also, they don't charge you for the food. They don't charge you for the shelter, and you can actually live there, and you live there with other students. and that are in the same situation as you and they just want to get a short career, think about it. It may not be for you, but if you know somebody that can benefit from that, that's a good option, especially if you're like a foster student, foster kid, and maybe by 18 you have nowhere to live, or maybe you don't have anywhere to live right now, or maybe you're not a foster kid, but guess what? You have a tough situation at home and you want to get out of there, and things happen for whatever reason. Maybe it's your fault, maybe it's somebody else's fault. It doesn't matter. At that point, you can apply there, you can live there, and when you live with a career, and now you're working. Now, next thing you know, you're making money, and you don't have to start minimum wage. Most jobs, when you start, is like, for example, you talk to somebody, especially somebody don't have a profession, and you ask him, how do $20 an hour sound to you? Most people are like, that sounds pretty good. Now you ask any of your teachers, and you're like, $20 an hour? Yeah, when I was in high school, sounds good. In college, sounds good. Right now, no. Like, it's like, wait, doesn't sound like a lot? No, because once you have a certain career, certain degree, your expectations is more. And now 20 doesn't sound too good anymore. So when you come out of those schools, your perception is like, you don't expect to earn $20 an hour anymore. You're thinking 25 and above. And we're talking about short careers. So, it is about money, but it is also about something that you like. So if you don't like university, you don't have to go there. You have other options. Okay, the next one is, okay, let's say that you definitely don't like any of the options. Maybe you don't want a short career, and maybe you do not want to go to university. What other options do you have? And I don't know, you can see right here, it's called, this one, I just found it from the internet, but I mean, I have people presenting in my classes. I know the persons here that you can talk to. So you're more interested in there in that, you can always call me or let Mr. Clemens know, and I can put you in contact with the person. But this one is Mid-Cities Department of Rehabilitation. Department of Rehabilitation, I know rehabilitation sounds like you're rehabilitating from drugs or something. It's not about that. It's about jobs. And it is offices. So they're like small offices. They look like this, like really small offices, sometimes in the middle of a building. This is the closest one around. So again, if you can take a picture of it, feel free to take a picture. You want to write it down, please write it down. This is the closest one around here. They have a few. I don't know, you can tell right here to the left. Hopefully you can see it. But you have quite a few. And there's just like 3 around here. And the departments of rehabilitation is not a place where you stay or you take classes. It's just an office, small office. As a matter of fact, let me show you how it looks. It's not impressive when you see it, because again, the whole purpose is not to. So again, this is the classes, Department of Rehabilitation. Sorry. Images. So when you see Department of Rehabilitation, it looks more like this, like a little office like this. I know you would not be sitting down with a lot of people in there. It's usually when you go to them and you have like an interview, they talk to you, but it's usually a small office like this. And what they do is they just kind of connect you. Their job is not to have you there. Their job is to connect you to start getting a job. And what they do is they say, okay, this is not so much for a career. This is not so much for a profession. This is just so in a few days, maybe a week or 2, you start working. And you're going to be working for minimum wage. You're more likely going to work for a job that is not like the best job, not a dream job. But that's not the point of this job, of this program. The point of this program is to get you to start working, just to put a feet on the workplace. So they give you about 200, sometimes 300 hours. Of course, they pay you for those hours. And when you finish up those hours, they tell you like how you like the place. And you're like, I love it. Okay, now they talk to the manager. And if you did a good job, usually the managers are like, yeah, this is a good person. I really like this worker. Now you can stay with them. Now you permanently stay with them. Now, sometimes it will happen with the manager doesn't want you or you don't like the job. It's not that bad because once you get paid for the hours you work, two, now you get work experience. And three, you get a little recommendation. So now next time you apply somewhere else, you have a letter recommendation and you got work experience. And on top of that, you at least you got 300-400 hours work pay. Does that make sense? And then from there, it's just more like to help you get a quick start. Again, it's not a short career for those, but some of you are like, you know what? I don't want a career. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe you just want to start working and they can help you with that. So again, I'm going to show you one more time. Department of Rehabilitation information. Department. Near me. And the one that's closest to you, they have different department of rehabilitations. They're all the same program. They're all by the state. By the way, they're not like a private little company that's making money out of you or like a scam. It is by the state. This is a state program, and they're paid by the state, and the whole purpose is to help people to start working. Again, this is a phone number. This is the name of the program. I mean, the one's closest called Mid Cities. Again, they have different sections in different regions. It is not too close, but it's located in Manchester Boulevard. This is the address. And feel free to take a picture, maybe write it, maybe write the name and you can look for it for yourself. Again, if you look to my left, you can see many different departments of rehabilitations. It's the same program. It's just different locations. They're just different offices. The main office is in downtown.
Just to clarify, when you said it's not like a scam, the places that you've been listing are funded by like either the government or by tax dollars. They're public. Like at this point, guys, you guys don't have to do things where you have to take out loans or if it's a private entity, those can be kind of expensive because you have to borrow money, like a lot of money to do it. I think the goal is these opportunities that you get, try to make it so that they're already paid for or that you have to pay a very little amount so you don't owe money afterwards. So I just, because you said like, these aren't a scam, like some of those career opportunity things, they try to make themselves look really good, but you end up, not getting what you want, and then you owe thousands of dollars after the program.
Correct. Or sometimes they're private and they're not necessarily a scam, but what they do is they charge you a percentage of what you make. So even though it's legal and it's not a scam, sometimes it's like not ideal. These ones are not, it's not for profit. So whatever hours you work is your money. And their whole purpose is to help you get a job. And they don't get benefit from you practically. They're not like benefiting from whatever money you make. So again, it's a state program. And if that's something that calls your attention, you can benefit from it. One more thing, what happens if I want to get a short career, but I also want to start working right now? Can I pick two of them? Actually, yes. A lot of times you can combine the Department of Rehabilitation, which is this program, with any of the ones that we mentioned before, either Job Corps or Occupational Center. So, and as a matter of fact, the Department of Rehabilitation, a lot of times they will sit with you because it's like a counselor in an office in the middle of the city. And they kind of sit with you and they give you the hours, and they also create a schedule. They work with you and say, okay, maybe you're going to school in the morning. Okay, then you can work in the afternoon. And sometimes you have questions about school and they're very well informed. They're like they actually are like counselors. As a matter of fact, their title are counselors. So you can actually ask them like, okay, I want to be, I don't know, an electrician. What program do you recommend? They can sit down with you and they go in detail. So yes, you can actually join different other programs at the same time. Department of Rehabilitation, you can go together with Job Corps or with Occupational Center. Now, before I move to the to the last part of this presentation, I don't know if you have any questions about anything we say right now. If not, it's okay. I'm going to show you the last part, And this one is pretty much a website. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is actually a great website. This is a website on top. You all can see it, right? It's, please feel free to take a picture of it. And it's easier than just,
Recording it
write it
too.
down. Yes. Oh, sounds great. Perfect. And this website, what it does is it gives you information about jobs and careers that exist in United States and are available. And it goes all the way from like washing dishes all the way to doctors and lawyers and pretty much anything you can imagine, everything in between. Um, so just to give you an idea, first of all, if you have an idea what do you want, just type it right here. For example, let's say I want to be nurse. But what kind of nurse? I'm not sure. Let me check it out. So I click nurse and it tells you different nurses right here. All kinds of nurses. But it's not just Google because you think, well, I can do that in Google. No, this is the difference. For example, if you're talking about registered nurse, once you click there, it very specifically tells you this, tells you how much they make per year. And it's not just somebody that put some information in the middle of the internet and it's just random information. No, this is a, official, like this is 2020. This is the median pay for a nurse, for a registered nurse. This is how much per hour, because sometimes per year makes no sense for some people, but per hour it makes more sense. It tells you what's the requirements for that particular degree or that particular job. It tells you if the jobs are growing or decreasing. For example, the job outlook means it's growing 7%. That's one of those jobs that it has a future in it. How many employment change in 2019 to 2029? How much is expected to change? And that means it's expected to get increased to 221,900 more registered nurses than what it is right now. So it looked like a good opportunity. What else? What else it tells you? It tells you a lot. You can almost write a book with it. All these sections right here. If you click on it, if you want a lot of information, you click, for example, work environment. You click on it, and it tells you a lot about the work environment. Where exactly do you work? What do you do there? What is the different options they have? You want to talk about, for example, job outlook. It tells you a lot about it. If you're more like me and just like to simplify things, this little box would do. But if you actually really want to go in detail, you can go as detailed as possible. Now, what else do they offer besides nursing? Well, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, you see right here? This is letter A. This is all the jobs and careers and professions that there is. And I will go down and just see how quick I'm going down. And this is all just letter A. Just to give you an idea how many careers and jobs they have. Just with the letter A. I don't know. Boom, that's it. Now letter B. Boom, it keeps going. And I'm going really fast. Boom, there you go. So as you notice, there are like literally thousands of options. So, and the reason I mention it over and over is because when I graduated high school, and I don't know Mr. Clemens, but I assume similar. When we graduated high school, we kind of knew about basic jobs. Like, okay, we knew teachers, doctors, lawyers, police officers, firefighters, and that's about it. Like a few others, but like that was very limited. If you can make it to 10, it's like, wow. And in reality, like thousands of jobs. And unfortunately, we just don't know about them. And sometimes there are jobs that you really want. Like, I want to be a physician. Okay, sounds good. But then you see like it requires how many years, and you require like, well, I'm not willing to spend that many years of my life doing that. So maybe it's not the best job for me. You know what I mean? So it gives you an idea also what it takes. And sometimes you think like some jobs don't make that much money, like a mechanic, auto mechanic, and you find out that sometimes they make more money than a teacher sometimes. It depends on the mechanic, it depends what you do, but it depends how much you work, how many hours. And it's like, wait, like, so if they make that much money, like, do they need to go to college? And the answer is no. And again, you can go to this thing and you find out sometimes you can go to college and get a degree, and you can actually get paid more, so, or work in a better places, or actually teach. When we did a field trip to Elite Trade Tech, the professor in the auto mechanics section, he was just a mechanic, got his degree. He worked for 5 years, which is that minimum requirement in his own, like working 5 years. And then after 5 years of working, he decided to apply to be a professor. And now he's making over $100,000. He's a professor. So he's a college professor that did not went to college for more than 2 years. And the only 2 years he went is just to do what he liked, auto mechanic. So think about it. Like most college professors, they had to take all kinds of classes. They had to almost get a doctorate degree. And you had to learn about stuff that you like, but you had to learn a lot of stuff that you don't care for. You just need to pass this classes. This guy went study what he likes, cars. He worked on what he liked, cars. And now he's getting paid the same as another college professor and doing what he likes. So there's a lot of options. Feel free to check it out. Feel free to ask questions. I will write my email here. And if you have questions, feel free to reach me. And if you can also reach Mr. Clemens and he can, connect it to me. Oh.
Most definitely. All right.
Okay, and this is my phone number. It is my phone and my office because, with COVID, I'm in different places at the same time, but it's hard to reach. So that's my information. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach me. And I can give you more detail about a particular career or a particular job. Maybe I can put you in contact with one of the persons that work there. Yeah. Okay. Is there any questions about anything at this point?
No, thank you. Goodbye.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Fragoso. And